Hello, fellow collectors. I'm here at the Big Apple Con, and look at the guest of honor, Brian Pulido.
What's up, Anthony? So good to meet you in person. We seem to cross like ships in the night.
Well, that's very nice of you to tell me that it's nice to meet me. Yay! Well, it's nice to say hi to you, and I know that you're in Phoenix, and we go out there every year for a pop-up on the way to San Diego. And I always seem to pick up some Lady Death art there because even widow lives there and sells a few things. But one of the things that I picked up recently is whole collections of like bad girl stuff, and Lady Death absolutely is the premier bad girl collector favorite, and it sells the best of anything out there as far as all that stuff. So I thank you for that. You helped me make a living and pay the bills,
and vice versa. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. So tell me about how it started. Like, give me a minute about how Lady Death started.
Lady Death really started through the character Evil Ernie. I had a character named Evil Ernie. He needed a motivation. So I had it in my head behind every great man is a great woman. So what is Evil Ernie's idea of the ideal woman? And that began the process of creating Lady Death.
Okay. And you made her beautiful instead of ugly as hell like Evil Ernie?
Exactly. Well, you know, comics is about exaggeration, as you know. We look at characters like Superman, Batman. These are idealized physiques. So, of course, Evil Ernie or anyone would want to see an exaggerated, idealized image.
Now, Evil Ernie started in your imprint, right?
So, Evil Ernie was published in December '91 from Malibu Graphics.
Oh, Malibu. Okay, so you partnered up and then you split off.
Yes.
Within a couple years, right? 93?
Within a year or two. We had made a deal with the guys over at Malibu to do a sequel series, but on a Friday they dropped us like a hot potato. I think I was just too much of a pain in the ass to deal with because I asked for more. So with zero understanding, I threw my hat in and decided to publish comics, knowing that much about publishing comics.
Mm-hmm. So when did Lady Death work her way into like 93, right? Or something like that?
So Lady Death was always a co-star of Evil Ernie. And her first cover was Evil Ernie Youth Gone Wild #2 by Eric Bichet. But we saw very quickly there was an interest. January 1992.
Oh, 92, okay.
So we saw very quickly that there was an interest in Lady Death. Before you know it, on February 9th, 1994, Lady Death #1 came out and changed our lives overnight.
So that was kind of coinciding with Harris revamping Vampirella.
And Bill Tucci.
And Bill Tucci was She,
and
right?
So these three...
So you had Lady She-Vamp.
That's right.
Kind of that sort of bad girl movement moving forward in the early 90s right there.
Yes.
And that was coincided as well with the Valiant boom and the Image
explosion.
Boom.
So our print runs were able to kind of catch the tailwind of all that.
Right. So it's never been the same, has it?
Life is good. Comics have been phenomenal.
But these things, these limited editions, I was just telling Brian, it's like no one sells better than Lady Death in the bad girl department. Good girl, bad girl, whatever you want to call her, sexy girl, bun girl, haunches, nothing sells better than Lady Death.
Well, I love getting that kind of feedback. It's amazing to think that 34 years into this crazy career, the character remains vital.
Right.
Believe it or not, we were very successful on Kickstarter, but we jumped over to our own crowdfunding platform in January. We have done 8 crowdfunding campaigns, and it just continues to be life-changing.
Well, where can people hit up that kind of crowdfunding thing?
Our crowdfunding campaigns, which is running one right now called Lady Death Pirate Queen, is very simply at coffinlaunch.com. That's where you can find
Coffin Comics, Brian Pulido, creator and publisher of Coffin Comics, coming to you from Big Apple Comic-Con, and a prodigious creator of the Lady Death. Look at all that Lady Death.
That's true.
Yay! Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks, Anthony. Take care, everybody. Stay out of trouble, you hear?